With Iron Maiden currently out with the Future Past tour, playing gems from both Somewhere in Time and Senjutsu, they've finally given fans what they've wanted since the 1980s, and that is Alexander the Great. Why this is such a big deal is so many fans saw this as the best song they've never played live. And throughout the years, fans went over various theories towards why it's never been played or why they're never going to play it, and all that makes it, the fact they are playing it, so special. But it does bring up one very good question, the reason why you clicked on this video. What song now replaces Alexander the Great as the best song they've never played live? Because we can't look at Alexander the Great that way anymore because, well, they're currently playing it. Fortunately. Can't wait to see it next year. But what song is the new greatest song they've never played live? I have my theory towards what song I believe is number one, but here's some songs I believe fit into the category really well before we get to what I believe is the song. Starting off with Invaders. Invaders was the opening track to the Number of the Beast album, and it's strangely the only opening track in Maiden's entire catalog that hasn't been played live, ever. And Steve has said that he doesn't really see it as the best song ever anymore, which is fine, tastes change throughout the years, but not even playing it new? That's actually super weird. Because with every single new album tour Maiden has ever done, they tend to open with the opening song from the album. The only exceptions to this being the X Factor tour, which they're open with Man of the Edge, Not Sign of the Cross. And the Future Past tour, where as much as this is the Somewhere in Time retrospective tour, it is also the Senjutsu tour, and they're not opening with Senjutsu. And fans have said for a long time they'd really like to see it live, and I think it'd be a really good pick live because it's super high energy and really fun. But not quite my top pick. Next up, two songs from Dance to Death. The first one being Face in the Sand.
Everyone's searching, but nothing's revealing. Everyone's looking for the reason why.
And the next one being Monster.
And the gates and the walls are not secure. Blood on the stones of the citadel.
Obviously, these two songs were never played on the Dance of Death tour. Why? I'm not really sure. A lot of fans have said they'd really love to see Monster be played live. It should have been played live then, and some fans will actually go ahead and say that this is the new greatest song that's never been played live. It's brilliant. Don't get me wrong. Yannick's solo is fantastic in it. It's super dramatic. I love this song. And Face in the Sand, again, it's super dramatic. It has probably some of the coolest drum parts in any Maiden song, in my opinion. It could very well be because Nico's playing drums almost to the point of being a double bass pedal, although I don't think it is. Which honestly, whether if it is or isn't, that may have been the reason why the song is never played live. He said he doesn't play double bass pedal out of principle, and if it's 1 foot, that's a lot of work for 1 foot. Either way, beside the point, cool song, doesn't quite make the pick for me though. After that, going to Seventh Son with Only the Good Die Young.
Only the good die young. All the evil seem to live forever. Only the good die young.
In my opinion, this song should have been the closing song of the entire Seventh Son of the Seventh Son tour. It's also the first legitimate Iron Maiden song to have a bass solo in it. Great song, a lot of fun. It should have been played live by now, but truthfully, I don't think it's going to, because we've already had the Seventh Son of the Seventh Son retrospective tour, and obviously this wasn't on it. But since they have played Alexander the Great, I'm going to say never. We might see anything one day. Who knows? As for best song that's never been played live, this isn't it for me. Next up, the first Iron Maiden song to have 3 separate guitar solos in it. I think this song's so epic. I think it's just super cool. There's some awesome bass parts. The solos are just fantastic. Dave Murray taking the cake for it. And truthfully, when they did the Brave New World tour, I think they could have got away with playing the album in its entirety. It's an amazing song. It should have been played live by now, but it hasn't. So it makes the list, but it doesn't quite make the best song that's never been played live. So before we get to the song, very quick recap. Invaders, Face in the Sand, Monster, Only the Good Die Young, and the Nomad. But I believe the best song that's never been played live is going to go down as Empire of the Clouds.
Bleeding to death that is falling. Living gas is draining away.
Absolutely beautiful song. There's already a pile of fans who've said this needs to be played live at least once. It's too good not to. And with the Book of Souls album that's coming out, Bruce was undergoing some cancer treatment, and he actually said if worse came to worse and he died, the last thing he would have done in his career was make Empire of the Clouds, and he could die happy knowing that. So the fans love it, the creator of the song loves it, and there's already kind of the lore towards why it won't be played live, and that is the length. This being the longest Iron Maiden song ever written at 18 or 18 and a bit minutes, it was deemed too long to be played live in the Book of Souls set, which was already reduced down to 15 songs. I personally believe they should have had at least one show where they just did an extended encore, just a little bit longer, and slapped this in. I assume many fans would agree with me on that. So there you have it. I believe Iron Maiden's best song that's never been played live is Empire of the Clouds, and it's going to take the place of Alexander the Great down the road. Bone up, what do you think? What is the new best song that's never been played live? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed what you've seen. I post on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I'll see you later.